Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I very, very rarely buy one of those kind of gift set packs, the beer, and then you get a free pint glass to go with it. But I've stumped down today, and I've done that in Lidl, not because I want a pint glass, I've got plenty of them, but it's a case of Perlenbacher have brewed a premium Pils here at 4.9% ABV. It's a half-litre can. It came in at £3.99. This is obviously a really lovely Father's Day gift for somebody. It's launched 3 or 4 days before Father's Day. It's a nice little £4 gift. Glass with a can in it. Totally get it, totally understand it. I just kind of, for me, on a personal level with this, I wish they could have just brought out the can too on its own, because I would have rather spent £3.99 on a 4-pack of this beer. But then again, that's not a bad dimpled pint glass there. This is actually quite nice. Clean the bottom. I had a spillage in the car, so milk went all over the 6 litres. 6 litres of milk. Oh, my car stinks. You just seen that on the bottom of the glass there. Just a little valve. I was like rubbing it away. Like, it literally went all over the bag, all over the shopping, including this lovely. That's why the bottom of the thing's wet. Blooming curdled milk. Anyway, apart from my escapades with milk in the car, here's a look at the can. Perlenbacher Premium Pils, brewed with our finest ingredients. I have already reviewed the 5-litre Fest Beer mini keg from Lidl. If you want to watch that video, I've called it one of the finest mini kegs ever to be made in this world. It's absolutely incredible. It's really, really good beer. So I'm hoping then that this Perlenbacher Premium Pils will be just as good. 4.9% ABV. Let's get it out then into a glass and see what we get. Little bit of smoke on the can opening. I'm really impressed what Lidl are doing with their beer selection at the moment. They've clearly made an effort here to produce great beers. If you compare Lidl and if you compare Aldi, it's second to none. They're both German supermarkets. They both had very similar stories of they made it to the UK late 1990s. They struggled along for many years. I remember the struggle that Lidl and Aldi had of growing in this country, and then they got a foothold in this country with various recessions and everything else, and they've grown from strength to strength. But what I found with Lidl is that it's the attention to detail. They've gone in a slightly different way to Aldi over the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 years. They've centered around still being as cheap as they possibly can, but trying to offer as much quality as they can at the same time. And this reflects in their beer. Their beer, for me, at the moment, is much better than Aldi's. Aldi are continuing down the road of producing cheap, contract brewed craft beer that nobody really wants it. Nobody really wants that. It's tropical IPAs with concentrated fruit, concentrated juices and stuff. It's just nobody wants that in their lives. Nobody wants that in their life. They want this. People want this in it. Look at this. £4. Nice pint glass. Beautiful German style pint glass. One finger white head on the beer. Good levels of carbonation. Straw coloured premium Pilsner. Let's get the aroma. It's just solid. It's just solid beer. I'm going to say if it's brewed in Germany, it has to conform to the German Reinheitsgebot, the German purity law of using water, hops, yeast and malt. It certainly has that aroma. It smells solid. It smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. A beautiful, light, crisp wafer biscuit beginning. Fantastic stinging nettle, spicy, peppery bitterness on the back end. Not overly done. Very much in balance. Very much in balance between that little bit of sweetness over there from the light wafer malts, a little bit of bitterness over there from that wonderful, probably Hallertau, I would say. The Germans, they use a lot of Hallertau hops in their fantastic Pilsners. It's just good. It's just good beer. It's just like, and if you have had this gift for Father's Day, and if you have found this video, then it's just you can imagine, can you? You can just imagine, like you've had this on file. Maybe you put it in the fridge for a few hours. You pulled it out the fridge. You poured it. Maybe you're having a Sunday lunch, or maybe you're having a barbecue in the garden, and you're probably doing what I'm doing now. You're looking at the lovely, beautiful pint glass that come with the beer. You're enjoying the lacing on the glass, you're enjoying the aroma, you're enjoying the flavour. Very crisp, very refreshing, very drinkable, 4.9% ABV. You can drink this all day. You could drink this all day. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic beer, it really is. So let's have a look. Sometimes these beers are brewed in France under contract. Certainly Asda have gone down that road of producing what looks very much like a German beer, but is contract brewed in France. So let's have a look. Let's see if we can produced for Lidl Stiftung & Co. Stiftsburger. Yeah, it very much sounds German. This very much sounds German. It doesn't sound like it's contract brewed in France. So GB then contains barley. Isn't it funny? But if you have a look at Belgium, ingredients: water, hops, yeast and malt. Belgium, Luxembourg and France, malt, hops, yeast and water. Belgium, Luxembourg, yeah, malt, hops, yeast and water. Spanish, aqua, malta, lupolo, which is all hops, malt, yeast and water. Our country is the only country where you don't have to put the ingredients on the can. Isn't it wonderful that we live in this kind of, in this world where we haven't got to put the ingredients on the side of the can? That's the problem with beer these days. You have a look at the other countries, all of the other countries on the back of that can: malt, hops, yeast and water. UK contains barley. Give us the ingredients, come on. Make it law. That's another story. The story of today is that I'm going to enjoy lots of pints of Pilsner in one of my new favourite Pilsner glasses. I was initially sceptical, wasn't I? I was sceptical of that £3.99 price, paying for a beer that I wanted to buy to review, but having to pay for the pint glass. But I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. I'm happy to have this pint glass. It's a lovely pint glass. I will use it all weekend. It's perfect. A lovely Father's Day gift, or a lovely gift to yourself if you want a nice pint glass and some really good premium Pilsner at 4.9% ABV. All round, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.